Okay, everybody, here is my way of solving the Ryobi 24 volt lithium batteries that you can't buy anymore. I took mine apart. You're going to need a temper, Allen key, or if you force a bit in there well enough, you might get it out. I had to drill one of these out, but don't need that part anymore. Here's what you will need though. The top half that mates with the weed eater or whatever you're using. I'm going to take apart the battery pack. Careful when you're prying these tops all off because some of them have any voltage there. They'll be live and you don't want to contact other sides. You get a bit of sparking. Ask me how I found out. Anyway, so I bought one of these. It's a Snow Joe battery. Got it off of eBay. The battery is like 20 bucks. Going to use a couple of these spades as contact points. The plus and minus is marked on that. Your plus and minus is marked on this battery, so you know where to go. Plus on the left, minus on the right. You don't need the center wire, you can cut that off. So this is a contact plate for the positive side. Positive. I'm going to run a wire between that one and the positive here, from the negative on this one to the negative on that one. I'm going to glue this piece in. This is the piece off the battery pack. So that comes right off when you separate out the pack. There's little screws that hold that together. Pull all those tabs off the batteries, that will separate out. This will come out. It's going to sit in the spot like that. You'll see there's two little notches, so I'll hold it. I'm going to hot glue that into place. Attach my wires to that, and then I'm going to hot glue this onto here. So somehow I'll show you that once it's done. But what I need to do is make sure I have a hole so I can get my charging adapter into this one, because your charging adapter will not charge this battery. I tried that already. It doesn't sense it. So I got a 24 volt adapter that I'll plug into here. You know, you have an extensive junk box like I do, you might find that connector. It's not a standard size. It's not like the camera one. So you'll have to find a different battery or a different adapter that might have it. I can't plug it in right now because I've got live open ends on the other end of this wire that I'm going to attach to my 24 volt adapter. Because I didn't buy the one that came with it. You could buy the battery with that adapter and then, hey, you're all set. And if you go through a lot of batteries, that might be the way to go if you don't want to butcher around like this. So I'm going to hot glue this in. I'll add my wire to it and I'll come back and show you what I've done, and then we'll see how I'm going to mate that on there. I think I might have to trim this piece off. I'll probably get rid of this. I think that just pops out of there. That's just the old LED indicator for the level of that battery. This one's got one right here. Of course, I took this battery apart, and then the little adapter piece that was in here for testing so you can push on it and see what the battery level was, fell out, and I don't know where it is amongst all the junk I have. So I'm not too worried about knowing what the level of the battery is. And once it's mounted in here, if I mount it this way, you could probably see it. I'll just stick a little screwdriver down there if I need to see what it is. But I only use this in a weed eater. Probably only going to do a minor amount before I charge it up again anyways. So anyways, I'll be back in a bit. Okay, so I drilled my hole out so I can get the adapter down in there. So you're going to want, basically there's already like a little notch out here. I just opened it up so I could get down in there. The barrel on mine is pretty thick, so I had to make a pretty good size hole so I could get in there and plug it in so I can recharge the battery. That's if you mount the battery like this. So it's going to be held on by that piece, and at the front there's another little green piece. That's where I plan on gluing it down. If I want to see if the battery is charged or not, I'll have to put a little hole in here so I can push down on that, or just get it with a piece of angle. Have a dental pick or something, might go down into there so I can push it and see the LEDs come on. I'm not so worried about that part. And when it's charging, I'll still see the LEDs from the side here anyway. So anyways, I think I can. Something I'll show when I get further along. So I'm just waiting for that glue gun to heat back up. I gotta glue this piece back in again because it came out with all the drilling. So I'm just going to peel this glue off and re-glue it into place. Plug these into the battery, and I'm gonna put a bit of hot glue on these to hold them into their spots too, just so they don't fall out from the vibrations of using the weed eater. I don't know how well it will stay in. It'll probably stay in without it, but I've got the hot glue gun out, so I'll glue it in place. So that's what I'm going to do next. I'll come back in a minute. One thing I'm going to mention too, when you're drilling your hole, you want to watch you do not drill these. That's what's holding your battery pack in place when you put it in. So you don't want to damage those and drill them short, or your battery will not stay in and you'll have to find a way to hold it in. You shouldn't have to. My drill just came up to the edge of them, so it should be good. So I've mounted my battery on the whipper snipper. It's kind of hard to do this one-handed. Maybe we can just do this. Oh, can't figure out how to do that. Okay. So it's got lots of power. We'll have to give that a run and see how long it lasts. It's kind of hard to do that one-handed, and that's enough video to show it's working anyway. So I'll put in the comments how long it lasts, and then it'll be just a matter of taking that off. I think I already showed I drilled my hole for the charger. So battery pack should be pretty good. Glued it in the top half. There's the LEDs. So when it's charging, I'll be able to see what status is, and I can just get a piece of tubing down there to hit that and see what the charge is on it if I need to. Anyways, that's what you have to do, I guess, nowadays to get a cheap 24-volt battery for your Ryobi. Cheers, guys.